What if I told you that your aura has already shifted and you didn't even notice? Many souls wait for thunder, for lightning, for loud and undeniable signs that they are awakening. But the truth is that your energy often whispers long before it ever shouts. If you are here, listening in this very moment, perhaps it is not by chance, but because your soul is already among the rare ones stepping into the threshold of final awakening. The first change is subtle, almost hidden from the eyes, but felt in the heart. Your aura is no longer static, no longer a quiet glow resting around you, but it begins to breathe. It begins to pulse. It begins to move with the rhythm of your own life force. At times, you may feel sudden waves of calm descending without reason, as though peace is washing through you. And at other times, you may sense a heaviness pressing upon your chest, a weight that has no clear cause. This is not random. It is your energy syncing with a higher frequency. Awakening rarely announces itself with fireworks. It often comes like the quiet rising of the sun. Slow, gentle, but unstoppable. And as your light deepens, you will notice that your aura starts to act as a mirror, reflecting truth in ways that others cannot ignore. Some people will feel drawn to you, as though they recognize home in your presence, safe, healed, inspired simply by standing near you. Others will feel strangely uncomfortable, even triggered, because your energy exposes what they have hidden, and they cannot bear the reflection. Old relationships may fade quietly, like leaves falling in autumn, and though at first it may hurt, you begin to realize it is not rejection, but a deeper form of alignment. The people who remain and those who arrive are the ones whose energy resonates with your soul's true frequency. As this journey unfolds, your aura becomes more than light. It becomes layered, multidimensional, sometimes shimmering in dreams or visions, appearing as colors or shapes you could never have imagined. Your energy field starts to act like a transmitter, like a lighthouse casting signals across unseen dimensions, calling to new lessons, new opportunities, and yes, new beings, some radiant, some shadowed. And here lies the truth. Awakening is not just a gift, it is a responsibility. Before every flight, there is heaviness. You may feel exhausted, overwhelmed, tested in every direction, and the doubts may rise like waves trying to pull you back into old patterns. This heaviness is not a punishment. It is initiation. It is the final test before the wings of your soul unfold fully. Only the rarest souls reach this stage. Only those who have endured the storm without losing their inner flame. And if you feel this weight pressing on you now, it is because you are standing right at the edge of a new level of being. Remember this. You are not becoming the light. You already are the light. This stage is only uncovering what has always lived within you. Protect your energy. Honor your path. And never forget that even when it feels lonely, you are not walking alone. If these words resonate with you, take them as a sign that your journey is unfolding exactly as it should, and that your aura is already speaking the language of awakening. Share your own experiences in the comments. Let your story become a mirror for others. And if this message has touched you, let your light ripple further by liking and subscribing. Stay close, because in the next chapter, we will explore how your aura does more than reflect. It begins to reshape reality itself. 1. Inner shifts. First, let us begin with what happens inside, in the most intimate and hidden spaces of your being, where no one else can see, but you can feel so deeply. Your aura is no longer just a soft and passive glow, quietly resting around you like a faint halo. It awakens, it stirs, it begins to change its nature. What was once still now begins to breathe, as if your energy field has lungs of its own, inhaling and exhaling in harmony with the rhythm of your life. It pulses gently, like a heartbeat that does not come from your chest, but from your soul itself, reminding you that you are not just alive in body, but alive in spirit. In quiet moments, you may suddenly feel waves of calm pouring over you, a serenity that comes without reason, as though invisible hands of the universe are stroking your energy field. And in other times, without warning, you might feel a heaviness pressing down on your chest, a weight you cannot name, a sensation that feels like carrying something vast and unseen. This is not a random mood swing, not a fleeting emotion. It is your energy tuning, adjusting, syncing with frequencies far beyond the ordinary human range. Think of it like a radio, shifting stations. At first there is static, dissonance, discomfort, but when it locks on to the right frequency, suddenly there is clarity, harmony, and flow. Awakening rarely arrives with the drama that people expect. It does not always come with visions of lightning, voices in the sky, or explosions of power. More often, awakening comes in silence, like the slow rising of the dawn. Gentle, inevitable, unstoppable, filling the darkness without ever making a sound. It is in these subtle shifts, in the breathing of your aura, in the calm and the heaviness, that the deepest truth reveals itself. Your soul is remembering its own infinite nature, and though you may not see it with your physical eyes, though you may doubt it in your mind, your body knows, your spirit knows, your aura knows. It is already changing. Every pulse of your aura is like a whisper from your higher self, reminding you that you are more than you think, that you are already walking into a higher stage of being. And if you pause long enough, if you let yourself feel rather than only think, you will realize that the silence of your aura's breath is more powerful than any thunder could ever be. 2. Social and emotional shifts. Your aura begins to change in ways that the world around you cannot help but notice. It becomes a mirror, reflecting truth back to everyone who comes near. Even when you say nothing, your very presence whispers honesty into the air, and people can feel it deep within themselves. Even if they cannot explain why, some will be drawn to you instantly, as if your energy carries a warmth they have been searching for all their lives. They may not even understand it, but when they stand near you, they feel safer, lighter, and more alive, as though your aura gently wraps them in healing light. There are others, however, who will feel something different. Your aura does not just soothe, it reveals. And when hidden pain, unspoken fears, or silent lies are touched by your truth, it can feel unsettling. These people may grow distant or even feel triggered by your presence, because your light shines on the shadows they are not yet ready to face. Relationships you once held close may begin to quietly dissolve, not with anger, not with dramatic endings, but like leaves drifting away in autumn. Naturally, softly, because their season in your life has passed. And in that same silence, new connections may suddenly appear. Souls who resonate with the rhythm of your growth. Companions who feel as though they've been waiting for you across lifetimes. Drawn not by surface, but by the deep recognition of energy. It is important to remember, this shift is not rejection. It is not loss. What is happening is alignment. The natural way the universe clears space, removing what no longer serves, so that the right people, the right relationships, the right soul family can finally find you. Your aura is no longer simply yours. It is a beacon, a filter, and a bridge. A beacon that calls the ones who need to find you. A filter that removes what no longer resonates. And a bridge that connects you to the higher circles of your destiny. 3. Multidimensional shifts. As your awakening deepens, something remarkable begins to unfold. Your aura no longer feels flat or simple, like a faint mist surrounding your body. Instead, it grows vast, radiant, layered, like translucent veils of light overlapping one another, shimmering with colors you cannot fully name. Shifting like the northern lights across your own being. In moments of meditation, or even in the silence of dreams, you may sense it flickering, pulsing, sometimes shimmering so strongly that it feels as if your soul is glowing brighter than your physical form. These are glimpses of your multidimensional self, revealing that you are far more than flesh and bone. You are a living field of consciousness, radiating across space and time. Your aura begins to act as a transmitter, not just holding energy but sending it out, like a beacon of soundless music that moves beyond the physical world. Imagine a lighthouse standing tall at the edge of an infinite ocean, its light sweeping not only across the sea, but across unseen dimensions, reaching places your mind cannot grasp. Yet your soul knows well, and as this light goes out, it calls things back to you. New lessons arrive in your path, not by accident, but drawn by resonance. Opportunities that match the vibration of your growth seem to appear as if placed in front of you by invisible hands. Each experience becomes more than coincidence. It becomes evidence that your aura is shaping reality. But this beacon does more than summon blessings. It also draws attention across realms, and sometimes beings from the unseen answer. Some of them are of light. Guides, ancestors, protectors who come to walk with you, to teach you, to remind you that you are not alone. Yet there are also shadows, because awakening is not only expansion into light. It is also a confrontation with what resists it. Just as a flame attracts moths, your aura and its brilliance may also draw energies that test you, challenge you, and force you to claim your strength. This is not to harm you, but to sharpen your awareness, to remind you that every rise in power requires a rise in responsibility. This truth is what awakening whispers into your heart. The power is not just beauty, it is also responsibility. Your aura is no longer a silent glow. It is a force, a living current, and with it comes the sacred duty to remain aware, to remain centered, to remain awake, because in this vast, layered brilliance of your being, the universe is not simply happening to you. You are participating in it. You are transmitting, receiving, co-creating, and your aura is the bridge through which all dimensions meet. For responsibility and challenge. And here is the part most rarely spoken of, the part many seekers try to avoid. Yet it is the heart of true awakening, responsibility. Awakening is not just about radiance and peace. It is also about the weight you must learn to carry, the sacred duty that arrives with your growing light. Before flight, there is heaviness. Just as a bird feels the pull of the earth before its wings learn to trust the wind, so too does your soul feel the gravity of responsibility before it learns to soar freely into higher states of being. You may feel exhausted, as if every ounce of energy is being drained, leaving you stretched thin between who you were and who you are becoming. And in this exhaustion, the temptation to give up may whisper to you, but this too is part of the path. Overwhelmed, you may feel tested from every direction. Your emotions, your relationships, your dreams, your faith. Each corner of your life may seem to press against you at once, as though the universe is asking, are you truly ready to hold this light? Doubts rise, louder than ever before, because the closer you move toward truth, the more fiercely the illusions of the past will fight for survival. You may wonder if you've made a mistake, if this path is too much, if you are not strong enough to carry it. Old patterns that you thought you had released may suddenly return, demanding your attention, testing your resolve, trying to pull you back into the comfort of the familiar. But know this, they rise not because you are failing, but because you are moving beyond them once and for all. This is not a setback. It is initiation. Just as fire tests metal to reveal its strength, your challenges are the alchemy that shapes you, pressing your soul into its true form. Each hardship is not punishment, but refinement, carving away what cannot follow you into the next stage of your becoming. Only rare souls ever walk this far. for the wait is great and may turn back when the path grows steep. But if you are here, if you feel this heaviness pressing into your bones, then it is not a curse. It is the clearest sign that you are among the rare few who are chosen to rise. And if you feel this weight now, if every breath seems heavy and every step uncertain, let your heart remember this. It is because you are close, so close, to lifting into a new level of being where your aura no longer just survives the storm, but becomes the storm's calm center. So, if these signs echo within your heart, if they stir something deep inside you that words cannot fully capture, know this truth. You are not in the process of becoming the light, because the light has never been absent from you. It has always been who you are, quietly waiting beneath the noise of the world. This stage of awakening is not about adding something new or reaching outside yourself. It is about uncovering, peeling back the layers, gently revealing the eternal flame that has been burning inside you from the very beginning of your soul's journey. Protect your energy, for it is sacred. Guard it like a flame in the wind, not out of fear, but out of reverence. Because your aura is the vessel through which divine truth flows, and it deserves your care, your attention, and your love. Honor your path, even when it feels uncertain, even when it winds through shadows. For each step you take, no matter how heavy or light, carries you closer to remembering the fullness of who you already are. And remember always, you are not walking alone. There are unseen hands guiding you, ancient voices whispering encouragement, kindred souls traveling alongside you in ways you may not even realize. Because awakening, though deeply personal, is also profoundly shared. If these words resonate with your journey, let them not only stay within you, but flow outward. Share your experience in the comments, for your story may be the spark that lights another soul's way through their own darkness. If this message has touched you, honor it by liking this video, because each act of love, each act of sharing, sends more light into the world, weaving ripples of awakening into the lives of countless souls you may never meet, but are still connected to. And stay close. Stay tuned, because in the next part of this journey, we will explore something even more profound. How your aura, once awakened, does not only reflect your inner light, but begins to reshape the very reality around you itself, bending the seen and unseen toward the frequency of your soul.